right now on 5 on your side at 10.
Winter warm. The changes coming in the next 36 to 48 hours that bring us back to reality.
Celebrating the first night of Hanukkah with the lighting of the largest menorah in Missouri, and during trying times for Jewish people around the world.
Standing tall and standing proud and celebrating light over darkness.
Our top story, police chief ousted. The big shakeup tonight in public safety in one West County community. Good evening, I'm Mike Bush. Kelly Jackson has the night off. 2 months ago, he was placed on leave. Tonight, Ballwin's police chief is no longer on the job. Our Robert Townsend spent the day looking into the firing of that city's top cop. Robert joins us live from outside the Ballwin Police Department. Robert.
Mike, tonight the big question is, why was Doug Schaeffler fired from this police department? Tonight, let me tell you, it is still a big mystery. It's the top headline on the City of Ballwin's website. As of Thursday, Police Chief Doug Schaeffler was no longer employed with the city. Megan Freeman, a spokesperson for the city, told 5 on Your Side they aren't commenting on the top cop's firing because it's a personnel matter. 2 months ago, the Ballwin Board of Aldermen voted to put the 59-year-old Schaeffler on administrative leave. Wednesday night, Mayor Tim Pogue and board members met during a closed session. According to redacted records, the board voted yet again unanimously 8-0 to oust Schaeffler after 4 years on the job. Ballwin is the 5th largest city in St. Louis County with a population of more than 31,000 people. Meantime, we have learned Captain John Bergfeld, who has 26 years with the Ballwin Police Department, will now serve as acting police chief. Now, I called Schaeffler's lawyer hoping he would tell me why his client was fired from the police department. Mark Sowers also said, quote, he can't comment on the case. We're live in Ballwin. I'm Robert Townsend, 5 on Your Side.
Punches thrown and even a knife drawn all over a fast food order. It happened at a Panda Express in Richmond Heights. The store's manager didn't want to speak on camera, but he told 5 on Your Side the customer wanted a refund for food he'd already eaten and didn't have a receipt. He called employees names and threatened to shoot them. They replaced the order and the man left, but he came back throwing food in their faces, and it wasn't until he was escorted out that the attack happened.
Honestly, that's genuinely crazy that somebody would stab an employee over some food. I just think it was never that serious to harm somebody like that, especially over some food.
Richmond Heights police arrested Philip Person on assault charges. We're told the employees who were attacked are both okay. It was a beautiful day today, but it wasn't your typical St. Louis December weather. Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell joins us now to time out how long the warmer temperatures are going to last.
You know, it stays not so December-like into early Saturday, and then things start to change, and that change will bring at least a chance for some showers across the area. But it's dry right now, and it's going to stay dry as we head through the daytime hours tomorrow. Let's look out into St. Charles right now. Everything's rolling along on Highway 70. We're still above 50 degrees across much of the bi-state region. We've dropped back to 53 in St. Louis. Look at Kansas City, still 58 degrees. You've had just some high clouds coming through here and there, and that's been about it. Our high today, 68 degrees, just 5 degrees shy of the record high of 73. So way above average today. And it looks like we're way above average again tomorrow. Most of us should be around or a little above 60 for the high. The big change tomorrow is the clouds really rolling in and thickening, so you don't get much sunshine tomorrow, but staying dry till about 6 or 7 o'clock. And then the chances of rain tomorrow evening will increase a bit. We'll talk about that. Time it out with your Weather First Futurecast in just a few minutes, Mike.
All right, Scott. Tonight is the first night of Hanukkah. And to celebrate, one of the largest menorahs in the country was lit downtown. It will be up for the entire 8-day holiday on Keener Plaza. 5 on Your Side's Laura Barczewski was there and talked with the designer about what it took to build it. Laura?
I did, Mike, and the designer tells me this menorah is nearly 30 feet tall. It's a beautiful symbol of the season, but to many it means so much more. It's a sign of hope, love, and celebration.
Light up the lights, the candles burning bright, on the festival of lights here on Hanukkah.
29 feet tall, 33 lights, 200 feet of truss, 135 bolts, a base of 15,000 pounds, all to light the way for 8 days of Hanukkah in downtown St. Louis.
It's the tallest menorah west of the Mississippi. The intention is like, hey, we want to build something really special, and we want to continue on doing it every year.
A strong symbol for a strong community.
The arch is the tallest national monument in the United States. So it's very fitting that the tallest menorah, certainly in Missouri, certainly this part of the country, should be placed right there.
Who have been through so much with the war against Hamas.
It's been terrible, but Hanukkah is a celebration of a victory of good over evil, of light. And so that's important. I hope that Israel will have that again soon in the land of Judea, which is where the word Jew comes from. So it's very, it's 2,000 years we've been celebrating this victory, and we'll celebrate again.
Rabbi Yosef Landa says while Hanukkah is a time of celebration, it's also a time of miracles.
Light always defeats the darkness.
And there's something everyone can take away from Hanukkah and what the menorah represents.
But especially as we go into winter and during these trying times, a reminder about, treating each other and fellow mankind with kindness, with warmth, with love, there's nothing greater than that.
The Steinberg menorah will be up for the entirety of the 8-day holiday right here on Cantor Plaza next to the Christmas tree, and will be up for many years to come. Reporting live from downtown, Laura Barczewski, 5 on your side.
Tonight, the Israeli military is fighting Hamas militants in the heart of southern Gaza's main city. Israeli officials believe Hamas's top leader is hiding in tunnels underground there. He's the mastermind behind the October 7th terrorist attack inside Israel. This location is also where hundreds of thousands of displaced Palestinians are seeking shelter after being forced out of their northern homes. Meanwhile, the U.S.'s financial aid for Israel is running out. Same for Ukraine. Today, Republicans blocked a first-round vote on President Biden's national security package because of a stalemate over funding for the U.S. southern border.
To President Biden, you're the commander-in-chief. I want to help Ukraine. I know you do too. You've got to help America first.
President Biden is stressing Ukraine will run out of money to defend itself by the end of the year. Lawmakers are set to head home for the holidays next week. Tonight, the college student from India, who investigators say was held captive in a Defiance home and endured severe abuse, is out of the hospital. Earlier today, the 3 suspects in the human trafficking scheme had a bond reduction hearing. All 3 men have pleaded not guilty to kidnapping, assault, and trafficking charges. They're accused of brutally beating the 20-year-old, forcing him to work and depriving him of food and sleep. They will stay in jail until their next bond hearing next week. A 14-year-old from Hazelwood is now charged in the murder of another 14-year-old. Clifton Booz is being tried as an adult. The victim, James Bond, was shot and killed in Berkeley back in March. Prosecutors say Booz was among a group of people who fired shots along Larry Avenue. One of those bullets hit Bond and killed him. If convicted, Booz could face life in prison. 2 other men are also charged in the case. A disturbing discovery this morning in West St. Louis County. Police say residents found a man's body in a creek near South Weidman Road and Prospect Village Lane. That's in the Ballwin, Manchester area. At this time, there's no obvious cause of death, but investigators also say there are no signs of foul play. It's not clear how long he was there before he was found. That will be determined by autopsy. Tomorrow is the deadline for Missouri counties to finish felony marijuana expungements. This is part of Amendment 3, which legalized recreational marijuana use in Missouri. Amendment 3 was approved back in November 2022. Since then, almost 100,000 cases across the state have been expunged. New tonight, stopping violence against postal workers. An Illinois senator is pushing for legislation to make it safer for letter carriers to do their jobs. And the reason for the violent spike against postal workers is a problem our I-team has reported on before. Tonight, our Christine Byers with what the federal government wants to do to stop the problem.
The Postal Inspection Service says armed robberies of postal workers have jumped 230% in just 3 years. There were 36 armed robberies in 2018, and in 2021, that number jumped to 154. And a group of senators say mail carriers need better protection. The Postal Protection Act would allow police officers with the post office to go along with carriers on their routes. It's a shift from 2020, when the Postmaster General stopped the practice. only allowing those officers to patrol post office locations, not the routes of carriers.
I want to make it safe for people to receive their mail, and I want to make it safe for the letter carriers and people who are working to bring it to us. They should not be targets on the street simply because they have access to mailboxes.
Illinois Senator Dick Durbin co-led the push for a new law. He blames arrow keys, something the I-Team has reported on for years. One arrow key can open multiple mailboxes, and he says it's been the leading reason why mail carriers are getting robbed. It's why he and 10 other senators filed their bill.
The letter carrier carries that key. The bad guys have figured that out. They want to steal the key, and they're willing to shoot the letter carrier to get it.
Durbin says he has support from both political sides of the Senate to get his bill passed, and the union representing postal police officers supports the move. For the I-Team, Christine Byers, 5 on your side.
Responded to the senator's legislation.